The following video is not made for kids under 13. If you are not 13 years old, please exit out of the video now. And please, YouTube, do not sue me. Sup guys, Mooky here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku was an Assassin. This is part 2. In the last part, I went down the origin story on how Izuku became an assassin. Alright, with that said, let's get into this, shall we guys? Right, Izuku began, as you guys know, Izuku began making a name for himself in an entire year of becoming an assassin. Izuku's entire line of being an assassin was killing mostly villains. Those villains who lurk in the shadows, who spent their lives in the underbelly of Japan, going to city, killing each and every one with no hesitation whatsoever. However, he still had to make money. So, even while killing villains just for the fun of it, he was also killing. He killed heroes too, mostly heroes who had dark secrets and are willing to destroy their own fellow heroes and put public in danger just to make themselves look good. He still kept it. If any hero, if he had a target of killing other heroes who were just good Samaritans, willing to help out and save innocent lives, even regret some of their actions, he leave them be, and just kill the clients and take the money for himself, just for the fun of it, of course. So yeah. But other than that, his main pastime was killing small-time villains and working up the food chain, killing major villains who were criminals, and slowly to the most wanted list, taking on the most powerful villains such as Moonfish and Muscular. These villains brought Izuku almost to the brink, as they almost pushed him to his limits. But just like the rest, they all fall before his blade and his gun. As news of multiple villains disappearing or being found dead in alleyways, small buildings, warehouses, all over the sword through Japan, with also tons of heroes being killed as well, with their background and shady history also being shown, also being told all across the world as well. These incidents, Izuku began being called the Assassin, the Reaper, killing all villains and any hero who has done wrongdoing in any sort of way. Now we're in our current timeline where Izuku is still known as the Assassin, and not only he's made a name into the hero world, but he's also made a name for himself in the underbelly as well. That he's one of the best assassins, working alongside the Yakuza, such as the Chie Hasaikai as well. Working alongside them, he doesn't just get paid, but he's also offered quite the deal, being the trial version of the quirk erasing bullets. These bullets, it makes him easier to take down certain heroes and some high-level villains pretty easily, and killing them on it being his specialty. Soon after, he soon keeps in touch about his mother, as the police and everyone else has stopped worrying about Izuku, believing that he's dead, that a villain must have kidnapped and killed him. He also keeps an eye on Bakugo, as as he sees that Bakugo has become quite the arrogant, selfish, and vindictive bastard soon. But Izuku doesn't care about Bakugo, and he doesn't want to worry about him. To him, his job is nothing more fun than killing villains and false heroes. As for Izuku, he began living quite the luxurious lifestyle. He lived in a 5-star hotel for the past year, so he does keep up the pay of living in a hotel like this, since pay of killing people is quite fun. Also, he doesn't focus on politicians because he knows that's not where the money comes from. Killing heroes and taking care of villains are basically where the money truly comes at. As for all of his weapons, he keeps them on check, and over time begins living at this hotel, and where all of his jobs and emails come from. While waiting in his hotel room, keeping up with his new emails, and also counting how much money he has now in his new bank account, he soon hears about All Might being sighted into Masafumi City, which his old city that he was always living in. Soon after, Izuku takes a liking in this and decides to head back to his old hometown. And sure enough, he sees everything basically the same as ever. Places where he's been at, his old stomping grounds, the place where he's been treated like shit, his old apartment where he was living with his mom, and even the park where he was always bullied and beaten by Bakugo. The place hasn't changed one bit. And soon after, who the hell are you? As Izuku turns around, he sees a boy with spiky blonde hair and red eyes, with a mean-ass look on his face, with 2 other people right beside him, as he begins thinking to himself, Kachan. But Bakugo doesn't hear this, as he repeats himself, I haven't seen you around here. Who the hell are you? As Izuku's saying, just a person visiting town. That's all. As he's saying, what, you like being around children parks? Weirdo. As Izuku says, nah, I just used to play here when I was a kid. It's been years. The place hasn't changed one bit. That's all I'm thinking. As Bakugo tells him, well, whatever, weirdo. Reminisce when you want, just get out of my way. And as Izuku says, well, I guess some things never change, don't they, Kachan? After that, Bakugo's eyes begin widening as he saying, what the hell did you say? As soon after, Izuku disappeared, with Bakugo feeling uneasy, like a ghost just imagined right back into his life. Just like that. A couple of months have passed, and Izuku is still doing his usual thing. Killing false heroes, and slaughtering villains. Just for the money. Until he gets an email from a group of heroes looking to kill the hero killer. As Izuku begins thinking, hero killer? Are they talking about me? Wait, no. I'm known as the Reaper, not a hero killer. I only kill false heroes. Heroes that lie and keep secrets from people and manipulate others for themselves. As Izuku looks through the email, saying that we've heard of your exploits, Reaper. As it pains me to say this to a criminal such as you, I wish for your aid to take down the hero killer Stain. So, at first, we believed that his exploits were your doing. But As we see, you do not focus on killing villains, on killing all heroes. So we ask for your aid in taking down this evil villain. Sincerely, the heroes of Hosu City Association. As Izuku looks at this email saying, Hero Killer Stain. In Hosu City. As Izuku begins thinking, could be fun. I want to see what this so-called hero killer is all about. That night, he buys a new gadget off the black market, being a portable glider that allows him to move around the city easily without him having to use his old grappling line slingshot that he carries on his wrist. Not only that, just so you guys know, Izuku has two types of assassination outfits. One for close combat, and the other being for long-range assassinations. The long-range assassination outfit is basically a long trench coat with his favorite assassin rifle, two pistols, and a small assault rifle, being a submachine gun. As for his second assassination outfit, it's mostly used for close assassinations. He carries two twin combat knives, and also one pistol as well. So he decides to take up his combat knife, his close quarters combat outfit, which he does well wielding. 2 days later, his glider soon comes in, and he prepares to bust it out and head straight to Hosu City, which only takes an hour to get there using that glider. And soon after, he lands and begins using his headset to keep an eye on police chatter or private hero frequencies. Soon after, he begins getting some information on certain heroes trying to take care of the hero killer, as one of them begins going dark, thinking that this is his chance. He puts on his rebreather mask and heads down, jumping from building to building, and soon to another alleyway where he sees the hero killer already killed the hero who went dark. As Stain looks behind him and says, "You, who the hell are you? You look like a child." As Izuku says, "I'm known as the Reaper. Certain hero agencies across Hosu hit me up and decided to hire me to kill you." As Stain says, "Heroes hiring assassins to kill me? I guess it just shows how twisted and how weak this society truly has become." And as Izuku says, "Oh, I agree. Heroes having to rely on assassins to do their work just proves on how weak and how lowly they have become. I guess it only shows what happens when you rely on All Might all these years and not be able to do your own work." As Stain says, "Oh, I agree. All Might is the only hero worthy to be called a hero. But other heroes shouldn't be called heroes if they're only in it for fame, fortune, and glory. I bet if you kill me, those are the heroes who will get the recognition and glory that they deserve, instead of you." As Izuku says, "Oh, I know. Oh, I truly do know. I just want to see what you're made of, and see if you're worth killing or not." As he draws out both his twin knives and prepares to take on Stain. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to hear them. Also, leave a comment below and tell me what you guys think. At any rate, this is Mooky, signing out. Later.